Dundee is a successful aerospace engineering company and a world leader in spacewire technology, a network for use on board spacecraft, which connects together instruments, mass memory, processors, downlink telemetry, and other onboard subsystems. Spacewire is a highly successful collaboration between the European Space Agency, academia, and industry, and is now being used or designed into more than 100 spacecraft, costing well over $30 billion. Dundee chip designs are being used on many of these spacecraft. Our test and development equipment is being used extensively during their design, integration, and test. Here you can see our Spacewire PXI router board connected to a Spacewire USB Brick Mark III. The Brick Mark III provides a convenient interface between Spacewire and a host computer. The Spacewire Link Analyzer Mark II is able to monitor and capture traffic flowing over a link, displaying that information at the character or packet level.
Dundee, in collaboration with Microsemi, has designed Spacewire IP cores for the RTG4 FPGA. Spacewire codec, remote memory access protocol, and routing switch designs are available, optimized for the RTG4. To further support the rapid development of Spacewire on the RTG4, Dundee has designed a flexible, elegant breadboard. Based on the PXI Express standard, this 3U board contains 2 banks of DDR memory. 16 connectors enable a variety of interfaces to be added to the RTG4. Spacewire interfaces, CAN bus, UARTs, GPIO, triggers and simple switches can be added to a front panel and connected to the board. For example, a 12-port Spacewire routing switch can be implemented on a 40mm wide front panel. Dundee can provide the RTG4 pre-programmed with the routing switch IP to allow rapid evaluation of the RTG4 and Spacewire technology. The user can then program in their own design, customizing and integrating the Dundee IP to provide the required application function with Spacewire interface and routing capability, greatly accelerating the development of spaceflight prototype designs. The Spacewire IP cores are also available for other Microsemi FPGAs.
Dundee, in collaboration with the University of Dundee, has been developing a new multi-gigabit per second network technology for space applications, called Space Fiber. Space Fiber runs over electrical and fiber optic cable, and is set to become the next generation of spacecraft onboard network technology, due to its innovative quality of service and fault detection, isolation and recovery capabilities, and its small footprint and backwards compatibility with the ubiquitous Spacewire. Already, Space Fiber is being designed into its first space missions.
Space Fiber operates at up to 3.125 gigabits per second in the Microsemi RTG4, running over distances of up to 5 meters using electrical cables, or over 100 meters using fiber optic cables. A Space Fiber link has several virtual channels, each with a configurable quality of service that combines priority, bandwidth reservation and scheduling. The quality of service is built into the Space Fiber link interface. This means that once the initial settings of the quality of service parameters for each virtual channel are configured, the Space Fiber link then operates without software involvement. The quality of service also provides babbling node protection. Space Fiber is backwards compatible with the widely used Spacewire standard at the network level. This enables existing Spacewire equipment to be connected into a Space Fiber network without modification. Space Fiber uses the same packet format and packet addressing as Spacewire.
The novel multi-laning capabilities of the Space Fiber protocol allow several lanes to operate in parallel to provide enhanced throughput. For example, with 4 lanes each operating at 3.125 gigabits per second, an aggregate throughput of 12.5 gigabits is achieved. Space fibre multi-laning can operate with any number of lanes, from 1 to 16. Each lane is normally bidirectional, but to support spaceflight instruments with very high data rate in one direction, and to save mass and power, it is possible to have some unidirectional lanes in a multi-lane link, provided that at least one lane is bidirectional. Space fibre multi-laning also supports graceful degradation in the event of a lane failure. If a lane fails, the multi-lane link will rapidly reconfigure to use the remaining lanes so that important, high-priority information can still get through. It only takes a couple of microseconds for this reconfiguration to occur, which happens without loss of data. With reduced bandwidth, some information may not be sent over the link, but this will be less important, low-priority information. If a redundant lane is available in the link, it can be enabled and full capacity operation will resume. Star Dundee has developed a complete range of space fibre IP cores, including single lane interfaces with configurable number of virtual channels, multi-lane interfaces with configurable number of lanes, and routing switches with configurable number of ports. Space fibre interfaces can be implemented very efficiently in the microsemi RTG4 FPGA, thanks to the high-speed SerDes integrated in the RTG4 device. A space fibre interface utilises just 3 to 5% of the RTG4, depending on the number of virtual channels required, leaving lots of room for the application while providing a high-performance serial interface. The Star Dundee PXI Express RTG4 board can be used to implement space fibre designs and mixed space wire space fibre designs. For example, here you can see the board configured as a space fibre router with 8 space fibre ports and a 9th port with 4 virtual channels, each of which is connected to a space wire interface.
Space VPX Lite is a new standard emerging from Vita for small, powerful spaceflight processing systems. Star Dundee is currently working on the Space VPX RTG4 board, which is a conduction-cooled Vita 78.1 Space VPX Lite board. This board provides RTG4 capabilities in the Space VPX Lite format. It contains an RTG4 with 2 banks of DDR memory. There are 2 spacewire and 2 space fibre ports on the front panel, along with multiple spacewire and space fibre connections to the backplane, which enables the board to be used as a Space VPX Lite system controller or payload module. A specially designed FMC module can be added to the board, containing dual 2.4 gigasamples per second 8-bit analog to digital converters. A combined high sample rate ADC and DAC board is also planned. To support the debug and testing of space fibre links, networks and applications, Star Dundee has developed the Starfire Mark III analyzer. This powerful analyzer tool is able to capture large amounts of data flowing over the space fibre link and then provide an overview of that traffic. The user can easily navigate around the captured data, identify key points of interest, and then zoom in to see finer and finer detail. Concurrent with the overview, detailed views of the data can also be seen, synchronized as a cursor on the overview. Here, a symbol-level view of space fibre traffic is shown. The individual symbols and words of space fibre can be seen and scrolled up and down to see exactly what is happening on the link. A frame view gives the next level of abstraction, showing the frames of data that are flowing in the various virtual channels of the link. A packet view gives another level of abstraction, showing the packets and broadcast messages flowing over the virtual channels. At all times, synchronization is maintained with the overview window as the user moves through the other data views.
At Star Dundee, we are passionate about the technology we develop. We strive to ensure that engineers across the world are able to rapidly and efficiently design, develop, debug and deploy space wire and space fibre technology in their space missions. This is what our customers have to say about us.
Your support is amazing and so helpful. You make my job fun.
We have worked with Star Dundee for over 7 years, and even the first product we purchased is still flying.
I have been very impressed with Star Dundee's customer support and have vocalized that to many of my coworkers and management within the company.
Star Dundee technical support is fantastic. Your answers are always very informative and detailed. Thank you so much. You've made my day.